This is what my body looks like right now. There's my body fat, I guess. I want to have like full abs, I guess. And the reason I have my shirt off right now is because I got my back tattooed last night. Yesterday between, I don't know, I sat for from 1 to 4, I sat for 4 hours yesterday, and this is the result. So I'm just airing it out right now. It didn't really hurt that bad, but I absolutely love it. So I'm trying to eliminate this little bit of body fat. I used to be 255 pounds, and I'm not doing it for aesthetic abs and all that stuff. I'm doing it for internal health, gut health, not even gut health. I'm not into like gut biome. I'm not even thinking about any of that. I'm worried about repairing my intestines because every time I would eat, like gluten or anything underneath here, and this is the left side of my body, under here, down here, all the way down into here, it would just like expand and explode. And I'm like, this isn't good. It's painful. I feel like I have a hernia that pops through. I also developed diastasis recti. Because my stomach, I'll show pictures before, used to be like out to here, and I think it's funny to push it out, and you have abs that keep it in. So as it expanded, usually pregnant women get this, but pregnant men, such as myself, were getting this, and you see what's happening. It loosens, loosens, loosens. Sometimes it tears, so when you push down here, I didn't have a straight line. The line would go like this, and you could feel the separation. You could still feel it here, and that's why I can't develop abs at the moment. And then it hurts my low back because I have no stability pulling in, because it's such a challenge to keep this all tucked in. You know what I mean? So that's another reason, and then I'm working on that. And then I have all these lumps in my body, which is all like the toxins that need to come out from being overweight and eating poorly. It's not so much overweight, it's just like eating garbage all day, and I had no idea what it was. So that's why I'm doing it. And now it's been 1.5 years, and it's been amazing. I love the food. I'm really into it. I love to cook. I want to like clear all this up. No surgeries, rebuild it. I don't lift crazy. I'll show all that stuff later. But I really want to show other men, I'm 41, in my generation, because everyone I see is overweight or just like massively bulky, but still inflamed and not on the right path. I want to see everyone get healthy and show how easy it is. And everyone gets all worked up about vegetables and this, that. You're going to get all skinny, frail, this, that, and the other thing. It's all bullshit, so that's what I'm really trying to show here, that it's so easy for me to use that bamboo steamer, turn it on high, use Berkey water. On the bottom, I put the mushrooms. On the top, I'll put the vegetables. I'll heat the frying pan with the garlic, ginger, and turmeric, put a little teaspoon of ghee, and then just transfer it over, and that'll make me like 4 meals in one shot. And then I'll do it again for my later meals. That's another 4 meals. So now I'm eating 8 of these meals throughout the day. I've got tons of food going in and out of me. My metabolism starts rocking, and all the foods I'm eating have serious nutrients in it. And I feel it like repairing my intestines, my body, and just my skin, everything. Like all these vitamins everyone talks about, they're all in these foods. Like I don't take any supplements. I used to fill up my I'd have like this size protein shaker thing, and I'd put a scoop of plant whey, then spirulina, then maca powder, and then by the time it was done, there was like this much powder in it. It was like I was drinking fucking sand, and like, does it work? Who knows? And then all this, I need protein pre-workout, post-workout to fuel my muscles and da-da-da-da. Once I stopped doing all that bullshit, I got some kind of muscle and some kind of definition and some kind of result. So I stopped believing that bullshit. Pretty much anything the government tells me to do, I don't fucking do it. Anything they tell us to eat, these medical doctors on TV that are fucking fat themselves, balding, have terrible skin, look like a disaster. I'm not listening to you. That's like having a trainer that's 400 pounds telling you what to eat and how to work out. It's just not gonna happen. Like, come on, be for real, people. So something I learned at a really young age, and was some of the best advice I ever got, came from a guy who I would trade places with, was never take advice from someone you would never trade places with. And don't listen to people who haven't even done anything yet. Like, why would you take advice from these people? Why would you listen to them? They haven't done shit. There's no proof in the pudding. They're just parroting text from a book or wherever. And who knows if it works, and there's other benefits for it. So that's what I just started getting fed up and annoyed with, and all these influencers on Instagram showing these beautiful boards, and all these women making these videos because they're stay-at-home moms, and these wild-ass ingredients. It's just full of sugar, garbage, getting people all worked up to eat nonsense, and then they're telling you there's 400 grams of protein in here, 60 grams of protein. You can't fucking eat banana bread with 20 grams of protein, almond flour, all this stuff, and expect to like gain muscle as a post-workout meal or even a healthy meal throughout the day. All these gluten-free desserts are great if you need it, but they're still like sugar. It's still processed. There's still a bit of garbage in there. You know, it tastes good. Like, I've done it for a while, but you'll never achieve or clean up fully and reap the benefits of that clean diet or that good, not even clean diet, just healthy eating lifestyle. Not, you know, it's more about just eating good foods all the time. It's hard in the modern world. You have friends that are like, let's go out to dinner. You have peer pressure. You have holiday. You grew up on this food. It's so good. If you live in another country, yeah, the ingredients, you can do that. But for whatever reason here, you can't. If you're Italian and you eat pasta and all this stuff in Italy, it's different than when you do the same meal here. Same thing with Middle Eastern people. They have these wild dishes that are amazing, and it doesn't affect them. But when you eat it here, everybody's overweight, you know? So you got to be really careful if you live in the US. It's not the same. So what I came up with was this whole reconstructed diet, whatever. Just, this is my eating plan. It's not even a diet. I'm not dieting. I'm not doing this for 10 weeks and I stop. I've been doing this for 2 years now. You know, now I've got it pretty dialed in and I've got some really good combinations. I fucking love food. I eat the shit out of food. I go to every restaurant. I've eaten a ton of different dishes. So now I'm taking all that information and combining it with about 30 different vegetables. I have probably more in different combinations that I'll show throughout these videos and throughout the time of the variety of foods that I eat each day. And nothing is like, ooh, I feel really hungry. And if I do feel really hungry, guess what? I go eat another one and another one and another one. I could eat fucking 50 of them throughout the day if I really want to. I'm not counting calories. The only thing you really have to watch out for is if you take like tubs of coconut oil and cook with it, or tubs of ghee and cook with it. That's where you'll run into the problem. Other than that, big deal. I ate a pound of vegetables. Didn't do anything except give me more nutrients. The more I eat, the better I feel. Crazy, right? You know, imagine if I eat the proper portions, who knows? You know, but right now I can't. I need to eat because I came off of these wild diets and my body just still like, I need to eat more, I need more, I need more, I need more. So I'll eat a whole pound of Napa cabbage, I'll eat the whole pound of Tagu choy, and then I'll eat a whole pound of green beans. I only do 100 grams of tofu for the day, so I don't overdo it on that because it's, you know, it's not a vegetable, it's a little different. I'll eat all the mung beans I want. I love, for a snack, I'll do these later with the beets, the boiled beets and avocado. I love that one. And I do eat meat. I only eat meat on the days that I lift heavy. So when I go back to the gym at night, or if I do it in the morning, post-workout, I'll eat 100 to 200 grams of grass-fed, grass-finished London broil with half an avocado, and then whatever other like leftover vegetables I have, I'll just hammer those. But right after the workout, I will eat the meat because it does have benefit. I'm not carnivore, I'm not against it, but like I'm not just eating meat all day. I have a balanced diet. I'm eating everything. But I only eat meat those 3 days because I've noticed if I eat 6 ounces of meat every day or whatever, it just sits here and like I'm not hungry for a day and a half after that because the meat slowly has to process, move through my body and just kind of plugs me up. You know, I don't need 24 ounces of meat. I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. I'm not trying to keep these gains of 400, grams of protein throughout the day and like working the shit out of my body. Like when I lift heavy, I take like 45s on bench press. That's probably my max. Squats, nothing crazy, but enough to feel it. And that's when I'll take in the protein, because when I do eat the protein in the meat product, I feel like primal. I feel like aggressive. Like it really gives me that. I'm on semen retention, so I'm not trying to get all worked up in my animal nature, if you want to go there with it. I like to stay like there's yang food and yin food, male and female, masculine, feminine. I'll talk about that later, but just for right now, I prefer the vegetables. They taste great to me. I can eat all day long. My bill is like way less. I enjoy cooking the different combinations and the exotic foods. I do eat fruit. I used to eat like 10 apples a day when I was coming off sugar because I couldn't handle it. And then I would eat bananas and peanut butter, apples, strawberries, blueberries, all these American ones. And all it did was round me up, and it was just massive sugar hits, and like my blood sugar would spike, the insulin levels, and I would just never be satisfied with those. I'd eat the shit out of them. So then I switched over to like dragon fruit. It's expensive, so I only buy it when it's on sale. I like the Bosco pear. That's a good one. It's tough. I eat kumquats. Very little citrus fruits. I like cantaloupe, melon. My favorite is jackfruit. I go crazy for jackfruit. So I stay in those areas, because I find that it doesn't like work me up. And whatever's in season, I'll try and eat like the cherries when they're in season. If the price is right, I'll get them. I love persimmon. As we go further along, I'll talk about all that other stuff. But this is day 2 of all this. I got my moringa tea. I've just crushed, I already ate the other one I showed you guys with the Tagu Choi, 200 grams. The shiitake mushrooms, I already smashed through that. So this is my second one. It's like 8:30. I went to the gym late today. I don't have work until later. So and then I got the tattoo last night. So I was fucking feeling it, not tattoo flu, because it uses like good clean ink. So I don't get sick from the ink. It's just from the pounding, and I just lay there and just take it. I don't use cream or anything. So it's like, I get a headache and I get run down. My endorphins are all worked. It's like I was in a big fight for 4 hours. So, I came back, I drank a ton of water. I ate a whole bunch of good foods that I posted about, anti-inflammatory. So when I heal, I usually don't peel. It doesn't dry out. It doesn't crack. And for lotion, I'll wash it with the cold water and just run it down. And then I'll put coconut oil, but I can't really reach my back sometimes, so I do the best I can. But this one, all these healed great in no time. I don't feel any pain. I was able to sleep on my back. So my artist does an amazing job. He's got a great light touch and blends it well, and he's easy to sit with, and we have cool conversations, so I'd highly recommend him. I'll give his information if anybody's curious. I'll plug him in. He's at State of Grace in San Jose. I waited 1.5 years for my appointment with him, and I just booked him all the way through for the last 2 years. So he's doing everything, and I'm going to consider, I don't know, maybe, I don't know where else to go with it, but that's what I got going on. So this is what I look like. This is, what I want to eliminate. I've been able to bring back my diastasis recti and heal here without surgery. I can still feel the holes. It affects my low back, my butt, my hips, and so on. And, so I'm kind of on this mission to give everybody hope and inspire people to change the way they see food, the way they eat it, and then switch over to this stuff, especially like 30 to 40 to 50 to 60-year-old men is with the dad bods. Like, you don't have to live like that, and you're being fed lies, and you're not a big baby or a wimp or whatever you want to call it, because you eat the majority of food is vegetables, and everybody at the barbecue is eating burgers, fries, and everything. Just look at how unhealthy they are. You know, you don't want to deal with cancer, heart disease, all these crazy things. You know, I took this from pretty much the Asian culture, because none of them have disease. They all look very young. So I'm like, all right. And then they have 4,000 different vegetables. And I'm like, wow. And I talked to some of my friends, and their parents gave me recipes and just made it really easy and explained all the foods. And I went and Googled all of them, and I saw the nutrients in them. I'm a chiropractor. So, like, it is really hard to get a lot of these nutrients in our bodies. And all these foods have tons of them, and it costs nothing. Like, I don't have to take supplements and find all these things. It's all in the food I eat. So that's why I believe my skin clears up. The gray hairs are kind of, you know, they're still there, but it wasn't as dramatic. I look younger. I feel healthier, and things are repairing. You know, I'm getting the proper nutrition, and they told me eat as much as you can, because you need all those vitamins and nutrients to heal your body. You know, I can't take 100 pills a day, 10 injections, this, that, and the other thing. Nothing's going to happen. I've tried all that, and this is where it's at. You know, like, the proof is in the pudding. I'm not lying about anything. I'll show everything that I've done. I'll document every step of the way for the next 90 days. I'll show my before and afters at the very end, which is just insane. You know, when people see me or talk to me, the change has been profound. It really changed my outlook on life, my interaction with people. I've healed, you know, internally, externally, spiritually. Everything has just changed. You know, I am a chiropractor, so that is a big part of it. I do receive a lot of chiropractic care. I've done a lot of spiritual healing. I thought I believed in mushrooms and all this stuff, but it's not necessary. You can get it done without it. You know, it's a good start somewhere. I'm not knocking any of this stuff, but, you know, also got to draw a fine line when you're calling plant medicine and I'm sitting with medicine and I'm doing all this shit. What are you really doing it for? Are you just trying to bypass spiritually, or are you trying to, you know, level up? And, you know, it doesn't last. When the trip is done, it's done. You know, you got the information. Now what? You're going to do it or not? You know, so it's, you know, it'll show you, but you gotta take action. It'll open the door. You gotta walk through it. You know, it's cool if you keep opening doors, but gotta walk through it. You know, I like to walk it like I talk it. Like, for real. Like, and in my past, I've really walked it like I talked it. So I really did it. You know, whatever it is you do, do it, and do it for real. Biggie had a great one from the song "Sky's the Limit." Only make moves when your heart's in it, and live the phrase "Sky's the limit." I mean, I'll leave you with that. R.I.P. B.I.G. Come on. See ya.